1 month case study with one of our brand new clients, Kyle Ford. As you can see here, we reached 57,683 accounts, which was an increase of 5,960% compared to the previous month. And then we also managed to gain 390 followers, which is about 13 new followers per day, which was an increase of 24.7% compared to the previous month. And then in regards to profile visits, we had 2,083 profile visits, which was an increase of 698%. Hey guys, Peter here, CEO and founder of Social Mediation, and today I'm excited to take you through a 1 month case study with one of our brand new clients here at Social Mediation, Kyle Ford. We've had the pleasure to be working with Kyle for just 1 month right now, and usually I don't do a case study after just 1 month because typically what I find on social media, it takes a good 60 to 90 days to know if what you're doing is even correct, if you're providing the right content to the current audience you have, or if you don't have any kind of following at all. What kind of content are we making? How are we building it? It takes time to get some traction. But what you'll see here with Kyle is he already had a following. Before he was working with us after this month, he had a social media manager that was working for him full time as actually part of his team as an employee. And they had a bit of a falling out. And within just 1 month, we hopped on a discovery call. We did 2 video shoots and got pieces of content out. And we've had some amazing results so far. So I'm really excited to dive into it. We are helping Kyle manage his Instagram, his Facebook, his TikTok, and his YouTube. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into it here and see what we managed to do for Kyle in just 1 month. So before we dive in, I think it's always important to give some context here. Today, it is Friday, April 5th, 2024. I've actually known Kyle for a long time now. Matt McKeever of the Canadian Real Estate Channel, if you guys have happened to see any other case studies or stuff here on the website, we actually shot a bunch of content with Kyle back in 2019 and even in 2020 and 2021. So I've been following him on social media. We've been following each other. And he's been a great guy. And I knew that when he reached out to me and said, hey, Peter, we need some help here, I knew exactly how to speak for him, what we were going to do with and for him. So as I had mentioned there, Kyle actually had an employee working for him that was helping him manage his social media. We're going to pop over to his Instagram right now. This was the last post that they had here. And as you can see, this was January 29th. And January 31st was when we had our initial discovery call. And at this point, Kyle and his social media manager were posting every single day on his Instagram. And they were getting some good results, but I thought they could do a lot better. I'm not going to dive into the old content, but even though they had the right microphones and stuff, the audio wasn't clear, the captioning wasn't the greatest, and I didn't think they were editing the content the best. So they already had traction. They already had things going on. January 29th was the last post that went up. January 31st is when we had our discovery call. February 23rd was when we did our very first video shoot in Waterloo, Ontario. Then as of March 4th, we did our second video shoot in Grand Bend. And on that very same day, because I had my team already working on some content there, we got the first post out on March 4th. So it was just slightly over a month gap that we had there between his last post of posting basically every single day and our first post going up with him. So we're going to dive into the analytics here. We're going to start off with Instagram. And what I'll actually show you is I made sure to do a pre-launch analytics report. So we won't take too much time here. I just want to really show you that. As we can see here, this analytics here is going from February 3rd to March 3rd. So basically, this was that gap where he had no content being posted. And during that month, as you can see, there was a almost 80% drop in the reach that he had and a 76% drop in the engagement he had. But still, because he had content that was already going up prior to that, he was still gaining followers during that period of time. He gained about 3.2% followers compared to the month before, even though he wasn't posting any content. So again, his account had some great traction there. You'll see here, we launched a brand new Facebook page for him, brand new YouTube. So there's some very starting from scratch stats there. But in regards to his Instagram, he already has some great traction. So my hope here and what my team, we were looking at, we're like, hey, if we can at least get an 80% increase, so at least, if we can replace this and get more than that, we're on a great track, because we'll be showing that we did a little bit better than what was happening before with him posting every day. But as I mentioned, we're going to hop over here into the analytics report from this month, covering March to April. And we're going to see here some of the results that we had. So let's hop right into it here. Instagram Insights overview. In the first month of social mediation, managing the Kyle Ford Instagram account. And as you can see here, this is covering March 6th to April 4th, just because Instagram only does 28 days. I wish it did a full 30 days. But as you can see here, we reached 57,683 accounts in that 28 days, which was an increase of 5,960% compared to the previous month. So again, we were just hoping to replace that 80%, that 78.8% or whatever it was. And we managed to go clear to the moon with that. Now, one thing I want to discuss here before we go really any deeper is that Kyle already knew how to talk to the camera. We didn't do really anything different when we went to shoot these videos. It was all in the editing process and how we posted the content that I believe helped to get these results. We just drove around and we did the exact same stuff that he was doing with his previous social media manager in regards to recording. We had better audio, of course, and because myself, I've been in the real estate industry for a long time, and as I mentioned, I already knew Kyle for a long time. I was posing certain questions for him that I knew would be like, not clickbaity, but would really engage his current audience and really help to get traction in other regards. And he actually created some content calling out Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau here in Canada. I'm not sure if you're watching this from some other country, if you're looking at us here at Social Mediation, but he made some content that really got some attention, and we posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and you'll see here, those videos really got some great traction. So we can't obviously take all the credit here. Kyle made some really great stuff and he really hooked people in with it. But I also believe because we had the good audio and we edited it in a very certain way that when he called out Justin Trudeau and Doug Ford in these videos, we made them pop up on the screen. So when people were watching it, if they weren't watching it with the audio, it really caught their eyes right at the beginning. So I think it was a great mix of Kyle just being himself and doing what he normally does. And on top of that, how he edited and posted and did all the stuff on our end. So let's keep going here with the analytics. So continuing on, accounts engaged in the 28-day period there, we engaged 2,273 accounts, which was an increase of 1,261% compared to the previous month. And then we also managed to gain 390 followers, which is about 13 new followers per day, with 21 unfollows, which was an increase of 24.7% compared to the previous month. As I mentioned there, he already had about 3.2% new followers without even posting for a month. So again, he was already doing great, but we managed to help him really step that up in a big way and take that to 24.7% on top of that. Now, moving forward here, as we can see, again, some of those videos really popped off. Of the 57,635 accounts that we reached in that period, 56,390 of them were non-followers, which was an increase of 20,405% compared to the previous month. And then on top of that, of the 57,000 accounts that we reached, 1,245 of them were current followers, which was an increase of 99.5% compared to the previous month. Moving on here as well, let's go into impressions. We had 94,286 impressions, which was an increase of 2,408% compared to the previous month. And then in regards to profile visits, we had 2,083 profile visits, which was an increase of 698%. There's some other great stats here too, like external link taps and business address taps, but Personally, that wasn't what Kyle was asking for. He wasn't trying to get more clicks or more people to, go to a certain thing. He obviously has stuff he's promoting. He's a mortgage broker. He has a mortgage trust, and he wants people to go there, but it's not direct call to actions that we're doing. So it's great to see these results, but this is why we're not really listing them here in this report, because it's not like he said, hey, this month I want to see us get more clicks to my website. That wasn't a specific call to action, or else maybe we could have even went higher on that, but it wasn't a direct call to action. In regards to engagement insights, in the first month of social mediation managing the Kyle Ford Instagram account, we engaged 2,273 accounts. And of those, 1,820 were non-followers, which again was an increase of 12,033% compared to the previous month. And of the 2,273 accounts that we engaged, 453 were current followers, which was an increase of followers engaged by 218%. So basically all across the board, we just have these huge percentages, which is absolutely amazing to see. In regards to content interaction, we had 3,795 content interactions, which was an increase of 1,284%. And of those content interactions, 3,703 of them, or almost like 99% of it, was specifically from Reels, because that's basically all that we're posting, which was an increase in Reel interactions of 3,393% compared to the previous month. And then here, I just want to show you guys, like, these aren't bot followers. These aren't bot views. You can see 96% of these views are from Canada. They're all coming from local areas: Toronto, Hamilton, London, Mississauga. So there's no, weirdness going on here. We're not buying followers or buying views or anything like that. It's all organic. It's all real. It's all because of what Kyle had to say and how he was saying it. And we just helped improve that. Here you can see his feed before. Honestly, again, they were doing great stuff, but it's just the audio wasn't clear. And as we can see here, the feed, it just is not aesthetic. It doesn't look the greatest. You can't really see, even what's happening. Most of the stuff, his back is turned. So if you're to come to the feed, you're like, well, why would I even click on this? And it's very hard to read what the captions are and what's going on. And then as you can see here, these are the reels. This was actually our first reel that we posted here. But if you really take a look, I know it might be a little hard to see, but out of the last 20 or so, I think we have one reel here that got 2,504. This one got 1,070. This one got 1,300. But 1,200 here, 1,000 here, 1,200 here. But out of the last 20, maybe 4 or 5 got over 1,000 views. And then we started helping post for him. And this is how the feed looks now. In my opinion, it's a lot more aesthetic. I know the feed aesthetics doesn't matter too much, but if you're coming to his page, which as we saw there, we had a drastic increase in profile visits. When someone comes to this page, even here where it's very small to see compared to looking at it on your phone where you're only seeing maybe 9 posts at a time, the wording is very clear. You can tell this is best markets to invest in. The bottom is here. Fix this. So we make custom reel covers for every single reel that we do, and you can see they're here bigger. And then if you take a look here, here's the one reel that really popped off where we got 60,000 views. And then this was another one that's just under 10,000 views right now. But as we can see here, since the last post that they did, almost every reel that we have is very close to 2,000 views or over it. I think we have just a couple that are under 2,000. So this one that we just posted the other day is at 1,600 views. This one here is at 1,700. And then this one's at 1,400. And this one's at 1,911, which is a collab with another page. But besides that, all the others are well over 2,000 views. So on just regular reels, again, all we did was put reel covers, we enhanced the audio, we did great editing, of course, and made sure to optimize the content so we could reach as many people as possible. But we were able to double to triple every single reel that he posted. And I don't have it up here, but as you'll see here, this was our very first post. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We only posted 18 reels in that time, where else he was posting daily. So he was posting anywhere from like 28 to 30 reels a month. And we only posted 18. And of that, though, we were able to double to triple his views and his reach with that. So posting less, but optimizing the content to do better is drastically helping in a huge way. So it's not always about quantity, it's about quality as well too, and having that nice mix. Moving on here, let's get into Facebook. So as I mentioned, we started with a brand new Facebook page for him. When we initially came on board and got access to his account, we weren't sure if his Instagram was synced up to his Facebook because he only had his Facebook profile. So there's a difference between your Facebook profile and a Facebook page. Your Facebook profile is that initial thing that you have on your Facebook, but then you can make a page. And usually it's very easy to sync up your Instagram to your Facebook page. But I've also worked with clients in the past where for some reason, when we post to their Instagram, it goes straight to their Facebook profile, and they actually like that. But Kyle has a big following on his personal Facebook profile, but he didn't have a Facebook page. So we created a brand new Facebook page for him, and I had access to his profile. So once we had a few posts up on this brand new Facebook page here, Kyle Ford Invest, I would go to his profile and invite people from his profile to this brand new Facebook page. Now, as you're going to see here, we got 408 followers and 153 likes in less than a month because we actually started posting, as I mentioned here. Our very first post on Facebook was March 10th because we had that little weird period where we thought we had access to his Facebook, but we couldn't post to it from his Instagram. So March 10th, and we'll actually hop over to his Facebook page here just so you can see this is legit. But there's our very first post, March 10th. We updated his profile picture, put up his Facebook banner, and then we posted his first reel there. And we posted a couple reels back to back and a nice carousel there. And then once we had a few other posts up there, that's when I started inviting people over. But what you'll see here in the analytics report is that even though we invited people over, we were still able to reach non-followers from this. So Facebook, it doesn't have the greatest analytics insights, unfortunately. And as you can see here, everything you're going to see is for the most part 100% because we're starting from scratch with this Facebook page. But with a brand new Facebook page, we managed to reach 1,969 people and managed to have 913 engagement on there. Here's another little breakdown. But as you can see here, these weren't just all his followers that we invited to this page. We managed to hit a ton of non-followers as well too because of the content that we created with Kyle and because we optimized it to reach as many people as possible. So as you can see here, media type in general of the content that we posted and the reach that we had, we were able to hit 84.2% non-followers with that, followers versus non-followers. So still, even though brand new Facebook page and everything, we managed to have some great traction there. Now let's head on to YouTube. So YouTube, again, brand new YouTube account here. And as I mentioned, we didn't start posting on YouTube till March 16th. So here you can see we posted about 3 YouTube shorts for him. But again, he made some great content there, calling out Justin Trudeau and Doug Ford. As you can see, the views on that from this YouTube short, over 8,500 views from that. But again, in this short period of time, less than again, March 16th, I think we're about 20 days right now, 18,000 views, 167 hours watched, and 35 subscribers. In the last 48 hours alone, over 789 views. And of these 35 subscribers, I haven't even gone to his Facebook page yet. I'm going to be doing it this weekend and saying, hey guys, did you know I have a brand new YouTube channel? Come over, check out my YouTube channel and get people to follow and subscribe there because I wanted to make sure we have his YouTube channel stacked with content before we funnel people over. But that's some of the results there for YouTube. And then here we got TikTok. So to be honest, TikTok, like I've done it before, I've done it in the past, but I don't find it's got the greatest traction with it. It's very hit and miss. You post a video and it's kind of like crossing your fingers, hoping that it does well, unless you already have a great solid following. As we can see here, he did manage to have a bit of a following. So this is his TikTok feed before. When we started with him, he had 143 followers already, 342 likes. And I just want to share the feed there just to kind of show how it was looking before. And again, very hit and miss with the views, 280, 800. We have a couple over 1,000, one with 3,700 here. And then this is as of today. So again, today is April 5th. We now have 252 followers for him and 1,414 likes. So again, we were able to take this in a great way. We almost we have at like 800 more likes on the page and about 109 more followers on TikTok. Again, TikTok is something that I am not the best at. I personally don't use it for myself. I've done it for clients in the past, but he didn't even have his creator studio turned on. So as we can see here, we don't really have any analytics before that. I was posting as of March 4th, the same time we were posting on Instagram, but I didn't realize that his creator studio wasn't even turned on until this. So we might be missing some analytics here from before. The analytics kind of start as of March 16th. But as we see here, post views, 21,000 views, 228 profile views, 582 likes in this period, and 208 comments. So just another way to show you guys here that there's no goofiness going on. There's no fakeness. 94% of these views are from Canada. Honestly, the Nigeria and Thailand, I don't know where that's coming from, really. We must be reaching there. But as we can see here, like we're hitting local regions. We're not just paying for bots. We're not paying for followers or anything like that. So that's a quick little breakdown here in a case study of our brand new client, Kyle Ford. After just 1 month, we've had some amazing traction. I can't wait to continue working with him. He's a beast behind the camera. Each video shoot that we did, we shot in just like 3 hours and we got 40 videos each time. So we're already stacked for the next 3 months. And as I mentioned, I've known Kyle for a long time. We've already shot a bunch of content with him for Matt McKeever, and we're repurposing a lot of that content. He's done a lot of podcasts and collaborations with other real estate influencers. So we're utilizing that content as well too, and creating collab posts with those creators so we can leverage their audience and their following as well too, which his previous social media manager wasn't doing. So this is just the start here with Kyle. We're really excited to keep going here, get to 2 months, 3 months, and hopefully continue to work with Kyle for a long time. So thank you guys so much for watching this case study. If you guys are interested in working with us here at Social Mediation, we'd love to chat with you about your social media, your goals, and what you're looking to accomplish, and help you get results like we got here for Kyle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.